12月27号下午，美国神韵世界艺术团在佛州杰克逊维尔市带来首场演出，观众掌声不断，盛赞神韵带来神圣的舞蹈。
A divine dance. Yeah, well, again, that's the artistic director's vision. He wants to bring that to the stage, and he does so.
It takes you through a lot of emotions. So there were all the emotions between, the happiness and then like when it was the communists coming in and her, and that's happening right now. That's happening right now. So, the end was pretty glorious. It takes you through all the emotions. And I think that is part of their point, right? I mean, they want to give you all those emotions, the highs and lows and the history.
There were funny stories in there. There were some inspiring stories in there. It was wonderful. I found myself smiling when I was watching the productions and of course clapping.
中西合璧的神乐音乐让观众惊喜连连。
Live orchestra, which you wouldn't normally expect, but is well trained and practiced. You would think they sounded so good. I thought it was a recording at first until. Again, our host and hostesses came in and, said, oh, here is the, harp and here are the percussion and here are the horns. And they all did their little thing. And yeah, it was great. And the conductor stood up and she got a rave applause from everybody at the end.
And the two strings, but it, just hearing that sound reminded me of traditional sounds of the Chinese music. So it's like, that's where it comes from.
This is the time when the artistic director gets a chance to say, this is what Shenyun is all about. And he does so within that media, right? Through the singers. And you know what to expect. And he tells you straight out, it's not veiled, it's not hidden. It is what it is. And this is what it's all about. And I have no problem with that. I mean, it's a small part, but the singers themselves were very well trained. You could tell. You could hear it in their voice. The soprano at the end gives a nice little tremolo at the end, which was just, you wouldn't expect it, but then suddenly you're overwhelmed by this wonderful, arpeggio at the end, and the baritone was rich and full, and he hit the back of the stage.
演出中展现的共产主义之前的中国文化之美，让观众心生敬意，同时也引发了他们深刻的思考。
I come from little knowledge about what China used to be, so this was very educational. I have so much more respect now because China is communist. I've always been not like, I don't like China because it's communist, but I didn't consider what it was like prior. So much more respect and a lot of sorrow for the people that can't live their life the fullest. To bring it to our attention is it's important and it's real.
Regarding spirituality, that there is a common level of spirituality in all living things. I thought that was unique and not only, well, I shouldn't say unique, but rather common across Chinese and let's say Western cultures, which were really common amongst humanity. The energy was very good. The entire theater, you could feel it, amongst the audience. And every time the curtain came up, there was an applause. Every time the curtain came down, there was an applause.
I actually bought the book because I want to read.
I think more people should see it.
新唐人电视台杰克逊维尔记者站报道。